7 Sigma. Off-grade.
I'm doing right.
This is right.
But why are you taller than me, though?
I'm not taller than you.
Yes, you are.
Just sit regular. Would you sit regular, please?
Go.
Are you recording?
See, come on, let's go.
Okay.
I'm saying, don't be taller than me. Scotch down some.
Scotch
I'm the man.
down.
I'm supposed to be taller than you.
I cannot scotch that. Okay, anyway. Can you stop? Hi, guys.
Hello.
I'm Val. This is my crazy husband.
I'm Chris.
You so corny. And today we're going to talk about how we found the land. We're going to also talk about pricing, how we searched for the land, what made us select the land. We had a lot of questions about the pricing about the land. We had a lot of questions about the process of how we found the land. So we're going to go through all of that. I'm going to get off of camera again because, again, he's acting crazy as always. It's hot. And it is hot outside. So stay tuned. We're going to go through all the nooks and crannies about how we got our land. Bye.
We started off looking online for properties in the Mount Shasta area because the prices were cheaper. But then we came to realize that it would be 6 to 8 hours away from our current home and how much of a nightmare it would have been making that transition, because we were actually shopping for properties during the time of the pandemic. So if we had to break out, driving 6 to 8 hours away, it's not really a good look. So then we started to look for areas that were within 1 to 2 hours away instead. We saw that this area had large acreage and decent prices, so we decided to drive up and take a look.
And one of the things that attracted us to the area is that it was in the mountains. It was in the cut. It wasn't a lot of people who lived up there, and it was at decent prices as well. So
we used the usual real estate websites such as LandWatch, Realtor.com, Zillow, and Redfin to research available properties with large acreage and seller financing, because here in California, it's very difficult to obtain bank financing on raw land. Now, I was drawn to our property immediately when I first saw it online, so much so that I included it on the list of properties to view when we had a realtor set up a list of viewings for us to see.
Finding our real estate agent was actually really easy. We just looked at which companies had the most listings in the area, and then we sent an email to the listing agent who represented the majority of the properties that we were interested in.
Once we made contact with our agent, she made a list of listed and unlisted properties for us to check out, and then we made an appointment to drive up.
We looked at 5 different properties that the agent presented prior to us seeing our property in person. We didn't really like any of those properties because we were comparing them to the property that we currently have because we had already seen it online anyway.
When we finally saw the property in person, I just knew it was our future home.
However, our real estate agent threw a curveball at us once she saw how much we liked the property that we saw online.
She was like, hey, I've got a property that's just as beautiful as this that has more flat land.
So our real estate agent took us to the J Drive property, and it was beautiful. I mean, it really looked like a park. But the main selling point was that electricity was close by, and it was easy to bring to the property compared to the property that we currently own. We both fell in love with the J Drive property, and eventually we made an offer on that property first.
Even though the seller wanted $4,000 more than the property we have now. The seller also wanted a huge down payment and didn't budge on the price.
So we withdrew our offer, which actually worked out for the best because even though the J Drive property was beautiful and had more flat usable land, it was at a lower elevation and it made it feel like that we were out in the open. So it felt a little bit less private than what we were actually looking for. So everything worked out as it should, but rookie mistake number 1.
Trust your instincts
and go with your first choice.
Our first offer on our property was immediately accepted, and the seller financing terms were pretty reasonable.
We actually agreed to a 5-year note, but we decided to pay it off in 2.5 years instead.
We were very disciplined in saving money and paid double the note amount each month in order to pay off the land in half the time.
So that meant I couldn't buy any shoes. I couldn't buy any clothes. We had to stop eating out. It meant that, we had to stop doing date nights and things like that. All the things that I wanted to do because we were driven to paying off this land.
Yep, driveway is officially up.
Besides cutting the driveway and clearing out about 2 acres of land, I didn't want to start any major projects until the land was paid off first. Call me old-fashioned. I really didn't want to put too much money into it until it was paid off.
Yes, you are. You're gonna use those. Why not? This is the realest you gonna get. Yeah, it's a little jacked up. I said, yeah, it's a little jacked up. Oh, it's 3 of them.
I told you it's 4 of them.
Holy smoky. Oh, it is 4 of them. I see them. Oh my gosh.
Now, let's talk about price. The seller's asking price was $89,000 for the land. We ended up negotiating and getting it down to $75,000. We made a down payment of $30,000, and the seller amount financed was $45,000 for 5 years at 6% interest. So the total interest paid was $3,731, and we paid off the loan in 2.5 years instead of 5. So we actually saved $3,467.48. So the grand total for the land purchase, including interest, was $78,731. Now, on top of that, you can also include the initial land prep, which was the driveway and the initial clear out that cost us $3,000. The entrance gate was $1,000 because we went from a 12-foot entrance gate to a 24-foot entrance gate. Various tools and miscellaneous items was $2,000. The 2 shipping containers, because they were brand new, cost us $8,400. Now, including the brand new tractor, the attachments, and the ramps, came to $32,300. So that makes for a grand total, if you want to include the initial land prep that we incurred, $125,431.
Aw, look at the stream. He like, he want to go down in it. Look at him. He's like, I want to go. I'm thirsty. Buying raw land can be an adventure, but it can also be daunting if you don't know where to start. So let's break it down into simple steps. First things first, define your vision. Ask yourself, what does your ideal homestead look like? How much land do you need? Do you want a small, manageable plot, or will you need a larger space? Also, think about your goals such as gardening, livestock, privacy, and sustainability. This will help you narrow down your search. Next, research locations. Consider factors like climate, soil quality, water availability, and proximity to amenities. Holy beautiful. Websites like Zillow, LandWatch, and Realtor.com are great places to start your research. You can also visit local real estate offices or even drive around the areas that you're interested in. Now let's talk about budgets.
Raw land prices vary widely depending on locations and size. Set a realistic budget and factor in additional costs like property taxes, surveys, permits, and developmental costs. Remember, it's not just about the price of the land, there's a lot more to consider.
It's crucial that you do your due diligence. This means checking zoning laws, land use restrictions, and any easements. You don't want any surprises after you've made your purchase.
Because that would suck. Consulting with a real estate attorney can be expensive, but it can also be very helpful. We didn't go that route, but it can be very helpful.
Once you've done your homework, it's time to visit the land in person. Pictures and descriptions can only tell you but so much. So walk the property and get a feel for the terrain to see if it matches your vision. Pay attention to access roads, water sources, and any signs of wildlife or vegetation. Before making an offer, consider getting a professional survey.
Very, very important, because this will confirm the property boundaries and help avoid any disputes with neighbors in the future. It's also wise to get a soil test, especially if you plan to farm or garden or install a septic system.
Once you've found the perfect piece of land, work with your real estate agent to draft an offer. But be prepared to negotiate, and don't be afraid to walk away if the terms aren't right. Remember, patience is key. Taking these steps will help you make an informed decision and lay a strong foundation for your homestead.
And finally, once your offer is accepted and the paperwork is done, it's time to close the deal. So congratulations, you're now a proud owner of raw land, and now you can get to the actual hard work of transforming that raw land into your dream homestead. And that's when the journey actually starts. You think bears are out? Huh?
You and me still stick like glue. Yeah. We can do with nothing on, yet we still sing it through. After all of the crying, baby, after all those bad times, yeah, we deserve a little piece of dream. Now it's our turn to shine, so I gotta come through for you, baby. I got something new for you, girl. Yes, I'm gonna be true to you, baby. We'll have something new for us, girl. Yeah. We play many emotional games, but we still maintain this right. From sleeping in my mama's front room, you still ain't left my side. No. After all of the drama, baby, after crossing those lines, yes we did. We seen many a sunset together, and we still have plenty more time. I'm gonna be true to you, baby. Something new for you, girl. I got to come through for our babies. We'll have something new for us, girl. I got to come through, yeah, for you, baby. I got something new for my girl. It's gonna be true to you, baby. Got something new for us, girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Something new, me and you. Yeah.
Come on, like to be taller than me. Go.
Oh my gosh. I'm not taller than you. We're the same height. Look. We're the same.
Go.
You don't. Anyway, so thanks for joining us. We hope you find these tips helpful. And if you did, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment. Give us some tips as always. And hit the notification bell so that you'll never miss any updates. Thanks, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye-bye.
7 Sigma Off Grid.